In the last lecture, we particularly discussed about deflection in statically determinate structures. In this lecture, we will be addressing statically indeterminate structures. So we first need to understand as to what does statically indeterminate structures mean. See, in statically determinate structures, through equations of static equilibrium, we could find the reaction and solve the problem. But for structures in which equations of static equilibrium are not sufficient for calculation of reactions, these are called statically indeterminate structures. Let us see this example for proper understanding. We have this prismatic bar loaded between two fixed supports of length L, and a load P is applied at a point distance A from the top end. Obviously, the reaction will start building in both these fixed supports, and let us assume this support as reaction in this support developed is RB, and the reaction in this support, let it be RA. Okay, so we will simply try to apply this static equilibrium condition. So we'll write down here, by static equilibrium we can see that RA, reaction RA plus RB is acting topwards and P in the bottom. So RA plus RB will be equal to P. So this equation of static equilibrium we got that the sum of both these reactions will be ultimately equal to the load given in the bar. Here we analyze and see that we have two reactions to find. First one is RA and second one is RB. We have two reactions to find out, but we have only one equation of static equilibrium. So what shall we do now? So for these conditions wherein equation of static equilibrium doesn't help us to find out all the reactions, we need to have a compatibility equation. And these structures are called statically indeterminate structures because by using static equilibrium condition, we are not able to find out all the support reactions. Okay, so let us find out the compatibility equation. Okay, so here if we remove this support support on the top, we see that it is fixed at the bottom and we are pulling it by using a force RA. So we'll write down elongation in length by reaction RA, elongation in length because of RA, because we are seeing that if the support was not there, so this reaction would have pulled this on the top. Okay, so what will be the elongation in the length because of RA actually is being suppressed by this force P downwards. Okay, so is equal to compression in length due to load P. Okay, so here we got the compatibility equation that if this support is released and let the force applied here is RA, so the elongation that is given by RA is equal to the compression that is provided by P, such that it remains confined within these two boundaries. Okay, so what is the elongation given because of RA that we have studied that elongation is equal to PL upon A. So what is PA here? Elongation length because of RA will be, loading is RA, so RA into total length, it is applied on total length, so L upon E that is Young's modulus and area of cross section. Okay. Now compression length due to P, that will be equal, because when these two loads are applied together, it remains confined within this boundary. Okay, so is equal to compression length due to load P. So what will be the compression? Again, change in length, that is PL upon A. So here load applied is P, but this load is being applied only on this stretch of the material, because due to this load, this stretch of the material does not get affected. So this load is applied only on this stretch of the bar. So P and length will be B upon Young's modulus into area of cross section. Since it is a uniform cross section bar, prismatic bar, so we will take the area of cross section as same. From here we can derive that RA into L is equal to PB, and RA will be equal to PB upon L. Okay, so here we got one equation. So first equation we got from static equilibrium, but it had two unknowns, because of which we had to revise one compatibility equation, and through the compatibility equation we found out that RA is equal to PB by L. Now we'll put this RA in this equation and find out RB. So RB will be equal to P minus PB by L, which is equal to P into L minus B by L, which will be equal to PA upon L. Okay, so now we are able to find out both RA and RB. Let us write it down. So RA here was PB by L, and RB is equal to PA by L. So here we saw that this structure is a statically indeterminate structure in which the reactions cannot be found out by just using the equation of static equilibrium, and we need to support this by using compatibility equation. Compatibility equation means that the change in length due to the loads acting on it is 0. So if we release this structure and apply this load RA, the change in length will be RA into L upon EA. And due to this load P, the compression in length will be PB by EA. Since these two act opposite to each other and the bar remains of constant length, so this means that the elongation caused by RA is equal to the compression caused by P. So we are equating this. By equating, we found out that RA is equal to PB by L, and we put this equation, this value of RA here, we found RB as PA by L. So we could find out the reactions.